Good evening and welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Tamiru Nimsal. Let's have a look at the headlines. Country's economy is on the right track, President asserts. Export revenue to increase with the newly signed Thai-Lanka FTA. Ceylon Chamber says. News in detail. The President Ranil Wickremesinghe emphasized that the country's economy began to recover in the third quarter of 2023 after experiencing consecutive contractions for 6 quarters. He said that international financial institutions have projected a growth rate of 2 to 3% for the year 2024. The President said this delivering a special statement in Parliament yesterday. The President said that state revenue saw a significant increase of over 50% in 2023 compared to 2022, leading to a surplus in the primary account. He said that this surplus enabled the settlement of outstanding payments to government contractors. President Wickremesinghe also acknowledged that through coordinated macroeconomic demand management efforts, inflation has dropped from 70% in 2022 to 5.9% in February 2024. He mentioned excessive interest rates have also been reduced to below 10% in 2023. Furthermore, the President said that usable foreign exchange reserves also increased from less than $20 million in mid-April 2022 to over $3 billion. President Wickremesinghe went on to say that for the first time since 1977, both the balance of payments and current account are expected to show a surplus in 2023. Speaking further during the Parliament session yesterday, President Wickremesinghe said that the collective loss of major state-owned enterprises decreased significantly, transforming into a profit of 313 billion rupees by the same period in 2023. The President expressed the aspiration to secure temporary relief from debt payments spanning 2023 to 2027. He said that items such as books, school supplies, medicines and health equipment have been exempted from VAT. President also highlighted various social welfare initiatives including land ownership programs, increased social security benefits for low-income families, and expanded health insurance coverage for school children. Development initiatives have commenced in thousands of villages across 89 divisional secretariat divisions with an investment of 100 billion rupees each as part of the Kandumara Dashakaya program. The President further emphasized the government's commitment to ensuring equitable distribution of the benefits of economic growth across all segments of society. The recently signed Sri Lanka-Thailand Free Trade Agreement is anticipated to significantly impact Sri Lanka's exports, with projections suggesting a potential increase of 38% through tariff elimination. The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce organized a knowledge session to shed light on the potential implications and strategic opportunities presented by the agreement between the two nations. Chairman of the Ceylon Chamber, Duminda Hulangamu, stressed the importance of facing global market competitiveness. He also said that Sri Lanka needs to strategically leverage agreements to compete with countries like Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, China and Singapore. Chief Negotiator K.J. Veerasinghe emphasized the need to align with the government's vision for global market access and attracting investments. He highlighted missed opportunities in the past and stressed the importance of capitalizing on future opportunities swiftly. Deshal Damil, advisor at the Ministry of Finance, highlighted that the SLT FTA is part of a broader strategy to drive qualitative changes in Sri Lanka's economic growth. Participation in regional trade agreements and open access to regional trade value chains are vital for sustainable economic growth. Stay tuned. We will return after the short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. Tourist arrivals in Sri Lanka reached a post-COVID all-time high of over 200,000, contributing to a cumulative figure of over 400,000 for the year so far, setting a positive trajectory for tourism in the country in February. This marks the third consecutive month where Sri Lanka welcomed over 200,000 tourists, indicating a significant recovery in the tourism sector. This information was revealed by the Minister of Tourism Harin Fernando, speaking to local media recently. February's arrivals surpassed the previous high recorded in December, reaching over 200,000, reflecting a remarkable year-on-year growth of 103%. According to the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority, earnings from the tourism sector for the first 2 months of the year exceeded $710 million. However, Sri Lanka tourism fell short of achieving the set monthly target of 230,000 arrivals for February, marking the second consecutive month of missing the target. Tourist arrivals were dominated by Russia, followed by India, UK, Germany, and China. Additionally, tourists arrived from France, Poland, Australia, the US, and the Netherlands. For 2024, Sri Lanka tourism has set an ambitious target of welcoming 2.3 million tourists and earning over $4.5 billion, indicating confidence in the sector's potential for further growth and recovery. The Ceylon tea industry is facing significant challenges that threaten its competitiveness and sustainability in the global market. The discrepancy between the recommended replanting rate and the actual rate poses a challenge to Sri Lanka's tea production. This information was revealed at a forum organized by the Advocata Institute recently. Discussions highlighted the dwindling local employment in tea estates, leading to labor migration and shortages. Emphasis was placed on the importance of land ownership rights and sustainable solutions to empower communities. Alternative solutions such as premiumization, privatization of estate housing, and automation were suggested to improve efficiency and competitiveness within the industry. The importance of digitization and strong implementation of regulations like the Tea Control Act of 1957 was underscored. Suggestions included developing models to analyze leaf availability, optimizing production efficiency, and addressing refuse tea rates. The full report, including these discussions, is available on the Advocata Institute website. Speaking at the panel discussion, Minister of Estate Infrastructure Development said that in order for a new wage model to materialize for estate workers, a transitionary wage system that reflects the cost of living and a regulatory body to overlook the process is important.
I have always been against this particular wage model. I have been against the wages board coming in. Unfortunately, the wages board, that is because our backs are against the wall. I have always been in favor of a productivity and an attendance-based model. And that is what was in existence earlier. Unfortunately, due to lack of consensus, we were not able to take it forward. However, right now, there is no collective agreement in place. So when there's no collective agreement in place, there is a lack of regulation. Now, we saw alternative wage models such as outgrower or revenue share. And my stand has not changed. My stand is, I still believe an alternative wage model is required. However, whatever new wage model that comes in, there must be two things we must take into account. One is a transition is not overnight. It will take a bit of time. And it is not fair for the workers to be held back by a wage that does not reflect the cost of living today. So if there's a transition, I'm open to a transition. I'm open to changing the wage model. But the workers will require a transitionary wage for that. And that was my proposal in 2020 as well. And apart from that, the second matter is, whether it's the outgrow model or the revenue share model, whichever comes in, I believe for any field or any industry, it is of absolute importance to have a regulatory body. You cannot have a mechanism where company A is performing in one manner, company B is executing it in a different manner, because that will eventually lead to chaos. So my only condition in bringing forward and promoting a new model would be, one, there should be a transitionary wage, and second, there should also be a mechanism for regulations.
Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today.
The All Share Price Index gained 164.18 points to close at 11,045.90, and the S&P SL20 gained 47.15 points to close at 3,147.45. The turnover was 2.6 billion rupees and over 160 million shares were traded.
Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook.